My boss boyfriend gave my 10K commission to the intern, so I went nuclear. I'd pulled 3 consecutive all-nighters to land the $1 million order, so I thought the 10 grand commission was locked. Instead, my manager boyfriend rerouted every dollar of it to the intern who couldn't hit quota. He said the kid was drowning in family debt, had a bedridden mom and a little brother still in school. He also reminded me I was his girlfriend, supposed to back his play and be his rock. Please. Want to play hero with your own wallet, not mine. I dumped him on the spot and slapped my resignation letter across his face. I love money more than life itself, men are optional, cash is not. 1. The day the payout sheet dropped, I sagged into my chair when my bank app showed zero activity. I'd survived on caffeine and dry shampoo to finish the pitch deck. Now the deal was closed and everyone on the team was watching commas hit their accounts. Everyone except me. Coworkers buzzed about what they'd buy, one sugary voice slicing through the rest. Can't believe I got a commission too. Dylan, you're the best. Chloe, the intern who never left the bottom of the leaderboard. Hunter ruffled her hair. Behave on the next deal and the numbers get bigger. I started toward payroll, but Tina from accounting was already beside me. Joanna, did your team have some kind of fight? I blinked. What do you mean? Tina hesitated. Your payout sheet was locked. Then 2 days ago your team told payroll there'd been a mistake. They said you contributed nothing, so they zeroed you out and gave your share to the intern. I stared like I'd taken a bat to the skull. Hunter and I were secretly dating. When we got together he was already team at Zenith's sales pod. He didn't want gossip to eat me alive, so only a few close friends knew. That former tenderness now twisted into a blade between my ribs. I forced a smile and shook my head at Tina. Probably just a mix-up. I'll ask him later. By the way, can you dig up the original sheet and the change request paperwork? She nodded and promised to email them. As soon as she left I sat frozen, staring at my screen until a pop-up appeared. Hunter, Joanna, victory dinner at Azure? You love their Cantonese food, right? Still playing dumb, adorable. Me, victory dinner? To celebrate you gifting my commission to Chloe? I blocked him before he could type another emoji. My phone rang. Hunter. I killed the call and tossed the number into the blacklist. Money beats oxygen, a boyfriend is just background noise. I spent the afternoon spilling the saga to Best Amber. To cheer me up she booked a table at Imperial Garden. Naturally we ran into Hunter and the whole first pod. Amber muttered, seriously, he's everywhere like mold. Watching him swig shots for Chloe turned my stomach. Let's doggy bag and eat at your place. Before we could move, Chloe spotted us. Oh, Joanna. Why are you here? You didn't help with the deal, you don't deserve victory dinner. Amber hooked her arm through mine and rolled her eyes. Pretty rich coming from the pirate who stole someone else's gold. And bragging about it? Your face needs its own zip code. Chloe drained of color, ducking behind Hunter with a trembling lip. Avery, I didn't mean any harm, I just thought. Hunter stepped in front of her and frowned at me. Joanna, I allocated commission based on contribution. Being Hayes in turn doesn't erase Chloe's effort. There'll be other deals. You and your friend don't need to bully anyone. I laughed, sharp, humorless. So I contributed nothing, Hunter? Swear the data wasn't mine. Swear the deck and the proposal weren't built on my laptop. Swear, and if you lie may you stay stuck in mediocrity for life. 2. The floor knew Chloe's numbers, but with the boss obviously sheltering her they all looked away. Silence ballooned while I drilled holes through him. I knew he wouldn't risk it. Country boy, family's hopes pinned on his success, he'd never dared jinx that. Hunter looked away, voice dry. Joanna, let's discuss this in private. I cut him off. You can't, can you? Not a whisper in the room. Chloe tugged his sleeve, sniffling. Dylan, let it go. Amber opened her mouth. I squeezed her wrist. No more oxygen for them. Whatever feeling I still had for Hunter combusted the second he protected Chloe and erased my work. Outside Imperial Garden Amber raged the whole ride, swinging between calling him gutter trash and her a soap opera leech. I stayed eerily calm, the last ember gone. She parked at my condo still fuming. Joanna, I know you loved him, but love's over. The moment he gave my money away I wanted him dead. She slammed the steering wheel. Damn right, men are spare change, money is real currency. Crash at my place tonight, pack tomorrow when he's not around. I shook my head. No way. If I wait, the stuff I paid for might disappear. I sent her home and went upstairs alone. When the door swung open, Hunter was inside. The moment he saw me walk in, he hurried over, a flicker of barely hidden panic in his voice. "Joanna, you're back. I can explain everything that happened today, let's talk." I stepped around him and headed straight for the bedroom. "There's nothing to talk about. We're done." Hunter followed, blocking my path. "You're breaking up with me over $100,000 commission? I know this feels unfair to you, but Chloe desperately needs that money, her mom needs rehab, and I can't look the other way. As team I had to act. Joanna, as my girlfriend you're supposed to understand me. I don't, and I won't. If being your girlfriend means handing over what I've earned, then I quit." I brushed past him, strode into the bedroom, and started packing my clothes, jewelry, and makeup. "Joanna, when did you get so cold, or do you just hate Chloe?" I zipped my suitcase, turned, and looked him dead in the eye. "You're only now realizing I can't stand her? If helping her means that much to you, we're over, help away." I walked around Hunter toward the door, but he lunged, wrapping his arms around me from behind. "Joanna, I messed up. Next deal, I'll give you my whole commission, just don't leave me, okay?" Disgust surged. I wrenched free and slapped him hard. "Hunter, why didn't you give her your commission this time? You make me sick." Hunter cupped his reddening cheek, eyes blazing with shame and rage. "Joanna, with that ice-cold heart, good luck finding anyone who'll want you." I rolled my suitcase out without a backward glance. As long as I've got money, who needs romance? I hailed a cab to Amber's place. She greeted me, equal parts guilty and proud. "So, Joanna, I didn't know if you'd quit, but I already lined up your next job. I tweaked your resume and posted it on Instagram, and Aurora's head sales messaged, wants to chat." I blinked, surprised. I knew Amber had gone into recruiting, but I hadn't realized she had the personal number of Aurora's sales. I set my luggage down and hugged her. "Thanks, Amber. You just saved my life." She patted my back, grinning. "Don't mention it. Aurora's tops in the industry, better pay than Zenith, and they're expanding into your exact specialty. Perfect fit." Seeing the certainty in her eyes warmed me. "When's the interview?" "Tomorrow, 10 a.m. on Main. Their HR, Leah, will meet you." I nodded. The interview lasted only 30 minutes, shorter than I'd expected. As I stood to leave, Leah said earnestly, "Miss Sterling, your track record and grit are exactly what we need. The formal offer will hit your inbox tomorrow. I'm looking forward to working with you." I smiled, thanked her, and left. After lunch Amber helped me apartment hunt, and by evening I was moved in. Lying in bed, scrolling my phone, I spotted Chloe's new post. "Thank you for making my dream come true." The photo, her hand wearing Hayes' engagement ring. The same ring Hunter and I had picked last week, one I'd said could be my wedding band. Back then he'd looked pained at the price. Now I laughed bitterly. He hadn't balked at the cost, only at buying it for me. At least I'd stopped the bleeding, my money could stay safely in my account. I tapped block on Chloe. Then Tina's message arrived. I thanked her for the file dump, stayed up organizing the evidence, and fired it off to sales and corporate before dawn. "Hunter, you'll cough up every penny you stole." Next morning I walked into the office right on time. Chloe spotted me and rushed over, waving her left hand like a flag. "Joanna, isn't this ring gorgeous? I heard you have a boyfriend, hasn't he proposed yet?" I glanced at the rock and smirked. "Pretty, sure, nothing says beauty like blood money." Her smug mask cracked, color drained from her face. She clenched her fist, forcing calm. "Joanna, how can you say that?" I cut in, voice cool. "We both know whose finger that ring was meant for. Keep my leftovers if they thrill you." Whispers rippled through the coworkers nearby. Chloe's eyes watered, ready for her usual pity act. I didn't. "Joanna, the commission switch was Dylan's call. Don't flatter yourself. I'm not here for your soap opera. Enjoy the trinket, you did me a favor hauling out the trash." I gave her shoulder a friendly pat and flashed a sincere smile at her sickly expression. I'd barely sat down when Hunter pinged me on company chat for the first time about anything personal. "Joanna, I bought that ring for you." Chloe said, given her background, she'll probably never get engaged, so I lent it to her for a confidence boost. "Once she's done I'll take it back and give it to you, promise. And the commission, I'll make it up on the next deal. I closed the window. I'd already had breakfast and wasn't hungry for his drawn pie. My phone buzzed twice, Aurora's offer letter, and corporate's reply. Verified, commission reclaimed from erroneous account. Your payment has been processed. A shrill scream tore across the floor. I checked my balance. Hayes' extra 100 grand stared back. Chloe suddenly lunged forward, her face twisted in a shriek. Give me back my commission. Your commission? Then why did headquarters wire it into my account? Hunter stepped out just then, but I cut him off before he could speak. Since headquarters clawed it back and rerouted it to me, maybe you two should consider what other penalties are coming besides losing the payout. Hunter gripped Chloe's arm, his face dark. Joanna, why are you doing this? Alex's situation. I sliced him off. Quinn, it's Joanna. And her sob story isn't my fault. Why reroute my money without asking me? If you want to help her, use your own commission. Yours is bigger than all of ours. Hunter exhaled in frustration, ready to speak, but I talked over him again. Quinn, feel free to play Santa with whoever you like, just leave me out of it. And it's office hours. Don't interrupt my work. He met the ice in my eyes, then turned and walked away, jaw clenched. I swung back to my desk, opened a blank document, and typed my resignation. I hit send to sales and HR. That afternoon the disciplinary memos hit every inbox. Hunter, deal bonus forfeited, pay cut, Chloe, commission clawed back, probation extended. Night fell. Fresh from the shower, I curled on the couch reviewing my Aurora onboarding package when my phone buzzed with Hayes' unknown number. I hesitated 2 beats, then answered. Hunter's slurred voice spilled out. Joanna, why didn't you call to ask where I am? Why'd you block me? I stared at the offer letter. Ellis, we're done. I don't owe you a check-in. He flinched audibly, volume spiking. I never agreed to break up. Come get me, please. I feel awful. Bar noise crackled behind him, and Chloe's syrupy purr floated in. Dylan, if he won't come, I'll take you home. Let's go. Hunter ignored her. Joanna, just pick me up. I raised my voice. Chloe, leash your dear Dylan. If he harasses me again, I'll call the cops. I hung up. He rang 6 more times. I declined each and then blocked him. Chloe watched the glowing screen, fuming, yet kept her voice honey-soft as she coaxed him. She couldn't fathom why Hunter still chased me. She'd only cried twice and my commission and ring had landed in her lap. I tossed the phone aside and returned to Aurora's paperwork. Triple Zenith space, commission 3 points higher, no way I'd let this slip. 5. That weekend a few Zenith buddies insisted on a farewell drink and I agreed. My fight was with Hunter and Chloe, not them. But when I walked into Imperial Gardens' private dining room, the entire sales floor was there, Hunter and Chloe included. I stopped at the threshold, expression flat while the air curdled. The associate who'd organized it rushed over, eyes red. Joanna, I swear team was already here when we booked. We told them it was just a small goodbye, but they insisted on staying. I ruffled her hair. Relax, not your fault. Free food is free food. Hand in hand with little Zhang, I entered, gaze skating across the tables and settling on Hunter and Chloe wedged side by side. Zero emotion. What a coincidence, I said, pulling out the nearest chair. I'm here to catch up with friends, everyone else is background noise. Hunter's complexion grayed, Chloe kneaded her sleeve, resentment flashing. Old teammates swarmed, steering the chatter to gossip and Zenith's lousy pay scale, thawing the room. Halfway through the meal a courier appeared with a mountain of roses. Hunter set his glass down, gathered the bouquet, and came to me on one knee. Joanna, with everyone here as witness, 3 years, deeper in love every day. Will you marry me? The room flatlined. Gasps, whispers, Chloe's lips bloodless. Petals glittered, but the numbers on Aurora's offer gleamed brighter. I laid my chopsticks aside, dabbed my mouth. Quinn, I believe I already broke up with you. Bloodshot eyes lifted. I never agreed. I'll double your commission. Here, he brandished a velvet box, the rings you loved, bought them back. He reached for my hand, I shifted away. Double with whose money? Another colleague's late-night pitch deck? Another Alex you can sacrifice? Besides, didn't you already give this ring to Chloe? Secondhand really your proposal standard? Snickers rippled, a few teammates shot me covert thumbs-ups. Hunter's face went maroon, knuckles white around the stems. That's not, I stood, looking down. You want to keep Chloe warm? Perfect. Saves my wallet from funding your central heating. Little Zhang and Lan Lan stood behind me, eyes dripping contempt at Hunter and Chloe. They'd actually believed the pair came to give Joanna a proper send-off. What a jinx. Alright, dinner's basically done, show's over. I'm out. If you two ever jump in front of me again, I'll post what you did all over the internet. I spun to leave. Chloe suddenly leapt up, tears like pear blossoms in a spring downpour. Joanna, you've got Dylan and me all wrong. You can't break up with Dylan just because he was kind enough to help me twice. I stepped closer to that pitiful little face, raised my hand and brought it down hard. The slap knocked her to the carpet. She sat there clutching her cheek, hatred shining through her fingers. You look a lot better now than you did 2 seconds ago. I hadn't planned on hitting you, but you just had to pop out and nauseate me. We both know exactly what's going on between you and Hunter. Keep spinning that misunderstanding crap and I'll smack you every time. Hunter shot up, shoved me aside, and shielded her, his eyes spitting fire. Joanna, you've gone too far. I gave him a sweet smile and slammed another open-hand slap across his face, my palm stung from the force. You're next. Keep telling me you love me and I won't hesitate to hand those project files upstairs, and to the cops. The blow staggered him, hot pain mingled with rage until the words project files flash froze him. The co-workers couldn't fake composure any longer, whispers exploded into buzz. Someone covertly raised a phone to record, fingers pointed at Hunter. Chloe, pale as paper, forgot how to cry. And so a normal farewell dinner ended with my 2 slaps. After we left the restaurant I dragged little Zhang and the girls to a karaoke bar. When the night wrapped, their eyes were red-rimmed, my heart softened. I hugged each one before heading home. My first month at Aurora, sales assigned me the lead on a key RFP pitch. It was my debut deal for the firm. I haunted the office, hoovering up data, polishing slides and binders, determined to crush it. On bid day I strode into the convention center in a razor-sharp suit, my team flanking me, right on time. I hadn't expected to bump straight into Hunter and Chloe. 7. Chloe clung to Hunter's side in a designer outfit that cost more than 3 months of intern wages, that same engagement ring glinting on her finger. Envy flickered in her eyes when she spotted me. Oh, Joanna, you jumped ship to Aurora? No wonder you insisted on dumping Dylan even after he begged. I didn't waste breath. I sidestepped them. Hunter blocked me, his gaze a tangle of guilt and condescension. Joanna, I know you're angry, but don't torch your own future. A place as big as Aurora, do you honestly think you'll fit their culture? Be reasonable, quit, or referral me in and I'll run interference for you. I almost laughed in his face. Quinn, when did you get this shameless? If I made it through Aurora's door and I'm standing here, then clearly I fit just fine. And you? Sorry, Aurora has 0 slots for people who steal teammates' work. His expression darkened. Joanna, always leave yourself Hayes' escape hatch. With your skill set there's no way you win this bid. Walk away now or you'll embarrass yourself, and I won't be able to protect you. I rolled my eyes so hard they nearly hit the ceiling and followed my team inside. Pair of lunatics, perfect for each other. Minutes later Hunter and Chloe parked themselves in the Zenith section behind us. From the corner of my eye I saw Hunter's storm-cloud face. Chloe pressed her lips shut, silent. When their turn came, Chloe climbed on stage quivering, voice trembling. Their slides were a train wreck, no logic, no flow. Judges frowned, a few openly started texting. Our turn. I drew a steadying breath and stepped up. Page by page, the projector crisp, I walked the panel through our core strengths, tech breakthroughs, and rollout schedule. The judges set their phones down, nodded, leaned in. Q&A followed, razor-sharp questions flying. My crew and I batted every curveball, polished and precise. The panel exchanged looks, a hush settled. The lead judge lifted the mic, approval clear. Aurora's proposal is coherent, data-driven, and market-focused. Their risk analysis and mitigation plans are especially thorough. The others murmured agreement, score sheets flipped, top marks. The host announced, voice ringing, the winning bidder for this priority RFP is Aurora Tech. Applause erupted, my teammates high-fived, the coil in my chest finally loosened, a smile breaking free. Beyond the lights Hunter's face drained of blood, knuckles wide around clenched fists. Chloe froze, arrogance erased by panic. 8. Offstage Hunter lunged, cutting me off, bitterness seeping through every word. Impossible. You copied our deck, how else could you beat Zenith? I arched a brow, pure scorn. Quinn, accusations need proof. Every datum, every idea in my pitch is traceable. Meanwhile, Zenith's slides were so incoherent the judges couldn't even follow them. You seriously want to compare? He sputtered, speechless, as we strode past. Chloe tugged his sleeve, whispering frantic pleas, but Hunter didn't answer, he just stood there shaking. Dylan, let's just go, making a scene here won't look good. Hunter flung her hand away, snarling low with rage. It's all your fault. I told you to prep the pitch deck, but you spent your days primping and showing off. We just got crushed, happy now? Chloe's eyes reddened under the roar, but she dared not talk back, she could only trail behind him in misery, scurrying out of the RFP pitch hall. Later, I heard from Tina that the minute Hunter and Chloe got back to Zenith, leadership hauled them into a glass-walled office and tore them apart. After that, Hunter was benched for reflection, and Chloe was shunted into back-office admin. Yet Chloe kept winging it, every small deal that landed on her desk still imploded. Once, while drafting a major contract, she botched a critical clause and lopped a zero off the payment amount. Even better, when she keyed in the wire details, she mixed up the client's account numbers, so the $50,000 deposit vanished into some stranger's balance. In the end, Zenith fired her. As soon as she was out, coworkers couldn't resist ranting about Chloe online. To everyone's shock, the thread went viral. As upvotes snowballed, readers recognized Chloe and Hunter and started spilling in the comments. Tina and a few others waded in, revealing how Hunter had swiped my commission just because Chloe cried. The entire sales squad followed, adding their own horror stories. Within hours, the two of them were pinned to the trending tab under a tidal wave of outrage. So there are guys this scummy? He looted his own girlfriend's commission to spoil another woman. My worldview just imploded. Match made in heaven, one shamelessly greedy, one blind to right and wrong. No wonder they crashed and burned. Blacklist them industry-wide. People like this deserve no desk in any office. The post kept climbing until it hit the top of the trending tab. Headquarters at every major firm saw it and quietly dumped Hunter and Chloe into their never-hire spreadsheets. Resume after resume went out, no one bit. Some said Chloe's track record screamed liability, others figured Hunter had no spine, coddling a screw-up until the company bled cash. Cornered, the two spiraled downward fast. Chloe had splurged on credit. With zero income, she bled money, gave up her apartment, and crawled back to her hometown. Hunter carried his family's expectations, now jobless and a punchline. He watched his parents fall ill from disappointment while relatives whispered behind his back. One afternoon, as I pored over analytics on Aurora's glass-walled floor, reception buzzed. A guy named Hunter was downstairs, refusing to leave. I frowned, he had guts showing his face. Yo-yo, tell security to escort him off the premises. I'm not available. But when I left the building at 7, he was still there. He lunged, wrapping his arms around my legs. Jojo, it was all me. I messed up. Please, just 5 minutes, give me 5 minutes. Strangers rubbernecked. I dragged him into the Starbucks on the corner. We slid into opposite seats. Hunter lapsed into silence. Impatience prickled me. What do you want? Spit it out, I'm on the clock. Hunter forced a brittle smile, voice syrupy. Joanna, long time. Have you been? I kept it flat. Ellis, I'm busy. Say your piece. His smile cracked, he sighed, almost whispering. I know I was wrong to favor Chloe, wrong to hand her your commission, wrong to erase everything you did. I regret it all. Can you forgive me? I sipped my latte, silent. He pushed on. Every door slams in my face now. The online storm won't quit, my parents are sick over it. Joanna, could you help clear my name? Tell them it was a misunderstanding, that you quit in a huff and things got twisted? He reached for my hand, I yanked it back. I stared at this pitiful man and felt nothing. Hunter, seriously? When you funneled my commission to Chloe, did today ever cross your mind? When you trashed my work and shielded her, did you stop to think how I felt? Now that you're starving, you want absolution and a whitewash. Ever think that's a little self-absorbed? His cheeks mottled crimson, he hung his head. I wasn't thinking straight. Chloe seemed desperate, I only wanted to help. Joanna, you've got a kind heart, one more chance? Chance? I gave a thin laugh. I offered plenty, you burned every one. At Imperial Garden you flinched from swearing you were clean. In my apartment you begged me to stay after I dumped you. At the victory dinner you proposed in front of everyone, trying to guilt-trip me. You still don't own what you did, so why should your apology weigh anything? The internet's verdict? You earned it, both of you. Whitewash yourself with actions, not my words. Too bad you picked the wrong lane from the start. I rose. We were over long ago. I won't scrub your reputation, and I don't want you in my orbit again. Figure your own way out. I walked out into late-day sun slicing through glass, warm and dazzling. My future no longer intersects with men who cash in other people's dreams. I'll keep climbing at Aurora, on merit, on my terms. Through the window I saw Hunter slump in the chair, hollow-eyed, realizing one moment of greed had torched his career and the woman who once believed in him. He has only himself to blame. The end. Thanks for listening to today's story. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with friends. We'd love to hear your take in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more gripping tales. See you next time.